Okay, with head coach Matt Bowen after UMD's 83-74 win over Minnesota State University. Moorhead, I guess the big thing, first of all, coach, is 18-4 run to close the game. You guys have been seemingly been able to do that time in and time out when games are close. You guys are just finding another gear. Where did that come from so far?
That's a great question. Where it comes from, certainly the start of it is just maturity. You can see that our guys are a lot more experienced. We've obviously been through those situations more than a couple times last year where we were on the wrong end, and they've gained the much-needed experience that allows them to pull it off this year. In addition to that, having two guys back, Brandon and Trevor, make a big difference for this basketball team. And they made some big plays down the stretch. Trevor made some big plays off of that ball screen look that got Sean a nice basket, got Brandon a nice basket. I think it opened up some areas where Kaczynski was able to hit some shots. So, they're just growing up. We're getting older. We're getting more experienced, which is fun to watch.
And you talked about Wessel. He had a career-high 10 assists. And another guy who kind of stood out, especially early on, he's established the dominance inside. Sean Burns, 20 points. He seemed to just have his way in there inside early on. Was that kind of your philosophy early on, to get him going?
No, we always want to get Brandon going, but Sean's going to reap the benefits of a lot of people paying attention to Brandon. And I think they switch on to Brandon. They've double teamed off of Sean, and Sean's going to get a lot of looks like he did tonight because of the attention that Brandon takes. And I thought Sean did a great job of scoring near the basket, and then he did some really big things out in transition. Far more positive things than negative plays out of transition, which was really fun to watch for him.
And you kind of speak of the transition game, and one of the things that led to your 18-4 run was your hustle plays. You guys had a block, a key turnover, force a bad pass and got a steal out of it. What's kind of the defensive mentality? What do you tell you? I mean, maybe this is part of the crunch time bit, but what do you get out of your players to make sure that they kind of key in and focus on going in down the stretch?
Well, I think it started in the first half. Things were coming kind of easy for us. We were shooting 60% for a while, and I thought we got a little full of ourselves. And Moorhead was able to make a run all the way back from us being up 11 to them being up 2 at half. And I thought it was just the same type of energy that ultimately helped us win the game. We were getting beat to rebounds. We were getting beat to loose balls. We were making less than strong moves to the basket offensively. And we talked about that at halftime, that our identity has to be getting loose balls, scrapping, making sure we stay in front of people, making sure that we're going to give up some hard twos, which we did tonight, but we did not get beat from three. We defended the three-point line pretty well, and I thought when it really counted, we got the key rebounds, we got the key loose balls. We got a tie-up that ended up counting as a jump ball, or I'm sorry, I think it was a jump ball that went our possession. We ended up with another one that went a timeout. So there was some big plays there that were able to allow us to hang on.
And the final thing is, your team's always been known really well for controlling the ball, be able to pass the ball kind of well, and limit your turnovers. Tonight, 17 assists, only 4 turnovers. You guys are one of the top teams in the nation in that turnover-assist ratio, along with limiting your turnovers. How does that make sure you guys stay close within games and pull games out, kind of like you did tonight?
Well, it gives us extra possessions. We're not an efficient scoring team yet, at least as efficient as I'd like us to be. I think we have some room to grow there in our shooting percentage in some areas, but where we do make that up is we don't give away possessions. We try to limit one and done on the rebounding end. The fewer turnovers that you give up, the more chances you get to shoot at the basket. And then we've been getting to the line, and we were able to get to the line tonight. And you add all that stuff up, and as long as you're getting shots at the basket, I don't care how they come. But when you start turning the ball over, it limits your chances of getting a shot up. So we spend a lot of time passing, dribbling, doing simple, mundane things that lead to us, taking care of the ball.
And then finally, you guys have won 3 in a row. 4th time was the charm. You guys were stuck on 2, and you finally beat that hump. Just kind of looking ahead forward tomorrow with Northern State, who got knocked off tonight against St. Cloud. What should we be expecting in that game, and what do you guys need to do to make sure you extend that winning streak?
Well, we have our work cut out for us. Northern was coming off of an 18-game winning streak, I believe. They have a really well-coached team that has a tremendous amount of senior leadership, and on top of that, they have fifth-year seniors. The more concerning thing for us is we started this year with 18 guys on our team. We have 9 healthy bodies going into tomorrow's game. It's quite a quarantine unit that you see on the end of the bench. We have carts and crutches and thumbs and all kinds of different things, and we're really banged up. So we're going to have some kids to play tomorrow night that maybe people haven't seen in a while, and they're going to have to step up. And that next man up mentality, every team goes through it. There's no excuses for injuries, but we're going to have to be good. We're going to have to be very solid. Our post defense is going to have to be very strong because they have 2 guys that are big. And then, what Northern State doesn't do is they don't beat themselves. They're very, very experienced. They're going to get good shots at the basket. They're going to do what they do, and it's going to be a tough game on a Saturday night in the NSIC.
All right, well, Coach, once again, congratulations on the 9-point win tonight, and we'll look forward to tomorrow.
Thank you.